Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. How you guys doing? You doing good? You doing fine? You doing fantastic? As good as can be, as good as always. Thanks for coming. Tonight we're going to be doing something about Goonicidal behavior. When you jerk it. When you jerk it to such an extent that it ends your life, when it controls you, when it controls your actions, when you go through a thing with your dick out, when you go through life with your dick out, when you do stuff with your dick out. That's the, why is this like this? I don't know. I must have my dick out. Yep. It is my Friday. It's my Friday. There we go. I will not be doing the Sulk stream tomorrow or the day after because I'm going on a trip. I'm going to Tennessee. So you guys are going to miss me. I understand that. You're going to have some tough times, but do not fall into this goonicidal behavior. All right? I expect better of you. I expect better of all of you. Not a lot better. Not like worlds better, but like slightly better. But I'll be back on Monday, so it'll be fine. You guys can chill out for a couple days. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Anyways, we're going to jump right into this. So grab a nice bottle of lube. Just a big old bottle of Jergens, right? Because it's going to get sweaty up in here. If you're working, keep working. If you're driving, please continue to drive safely. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Send me money if you like. Or you can just hit the like button. Yeah, I understand that. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is a Sulk stream, and this is the horrors of Gooner social media. I don't know why I can't get my shit right. Can't get my shit right today. Enjoy.
In Western USA in the 2000s, a strange trend in the world of coffee will begin to emerge. Bikini baristas.
Hell yeah.
The concept is simple. Start a cafe that's only staffed by attractive young women wearing bikinis.
Mid. I've only seen, okay. I've never been to one of these places, but whenever I see the pictures on the internet, they all seem mid as fuck, right? Mid. The coffee's hotter by a large degree. She's cute in a dorky way, but still, let's not go overboard and be like attractive baristas. No, okay, calm down. All right, women willing to take their clothes off in front of strangers. We can go with that. Terminology. I think I'm a lot more comfortable with that.
It seems many men were willing to pay.
Ampu says what? You know what? I know the chat. Okay, I know the chat. Of course. I know what you guys are doing, right? Half of you probably don't have pants on right now. You're already pre-lubed. I get it. It's my show. And me with my 10% body fat, pretty attractive.
Plain white coffee just to get a chance to ogle a scantily clad woman for a few seconds. So many were, in fact, that normal cafes in Seattle will begin to advertise themselves as...
Farrell says they are women who are willing to work at a drive-through coffee shop, not Twin Peaks. This is the top of that heap. Yeah. I don't know what Twin Peaks is. It's like a Hooters. Is a Twin Peaks like a Hooters? Because, even at the Hooters, chicks there aren't that good. They're not that cute. They're mid as well. I like how they're like, oh, look at these chicks. Look how attractive they are. No. Actually, attractive women don't have to do that, right? They can be a hostess at some nice steakhouse and get tipped way better, right? They don't have to they don't have to put their jugs on display. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Right? But they don't have to. And so they probably won't.
As family friendly in the 2010s due to the sheer volume of bikini barista coffee shops flooding the area. These
Quit spamming my chat with fat.
so gone wild joints tend to be very small and are usually staffed by just
Don't go with any fat towers in my chat, please.
1 or 2 girls.
Espresso Gone Crazy 2. Is it the sequel? What happened to the first one?
As a result, they usually exist in the form of drive-thrus to keep
Mid. Trailer trash mid. Right? I've seen trailer trash chicks that are way hotter. Like, mid. Mid for a trailer park. Oof. Oof.
some sort of separation between the employees and the customers to keep things a little safer. Despite that,
good work. Good. Okay, Christian, you fucked it up. You fucking asshole.
at the seedy crowd these spots tend to draw in have
Can you focus, Christian? We're building a base.
in many controversies and crimes occurring over the years, with everything from prostitution to kidnapping being reported due to these strange strip coffee shops. The most infamous bikini
Looked like a nice white gentleman with his LA cap and his skinny little mustache. Ugh, ew. He wasn't white. He was like some sort of Hispanic. I don't know.
barista incident, however, happened in January 2025.
Stop with the towers, guys. Stop with the towers. Jess, you're not supposed to be involved in the
Hey, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
In Tempe, Arizona, a man will pull up to the drive.
Can we give it to the logo artist? Because these are coffee beans, you see. That's a pretty good logo. All right. I know we're going down a certain path, but let's appreciate some visual art here. It's supposed to be boobies, right? But it is in a bikini that looks like a coffee bean. That's very creative. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but this is very creative. So let's go ahead and applaud the logo artist here. Credit.
Drive-through window of Bikini Beans Coffee with his pants around his ankles, gripping his pickle as he gave a sultry smile to the barista before he realized.
Ew. That's a nice Hellcat you got there, buddy. God, what is with them and Hellcats? I don't.
This was being filmed. As that revelation dawned on him, he immediately drove away. But the damage was already done. The employee would post a video online where it would spread like wildfire. People would track this guy down. His name was Nautica Malone. He was 27 years old, married, and had 2 kids.
That's sad because I know what happened to him. But like, how do you get it? How do you let it get to that point where you drive through a coffee, like you're going through. You're in a drive-through, and you're like, you know what? You know what'll spice up this order? My cock. And put my cock out and just see what happens. Just see what happens. I'm gonna shoot him a little smirk. That's how it went through his head, and then they would swoon, I guess. Or why would you do that with somebody with a cup of hot coffee in their hand? It just seems like an absolute, like asking, oops, I spilled this scalding hot coffee onto your wiener, your exposed erect wiener. And I guess he wasn't thinking, right? No, that was a very foolish thing to do. It's an extremely foolish thing to do. At least have the window up. That way, if they throw hot coffee, it just, the window and not your dick. Dude was in too deep.
This is possibly the most embarrassing thing that could happen to somebody, and it was completely self-inflicted.
No, I haven't seen Ryan Harkness' song about this guy. No.
Too. Not a good.
Is that it?
Didn't deal with the incredibly public shaming he was being barraged with.
Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Don't know who Ryan Harkness is, but now I will.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable.
Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Your pants are completely down. They're down around your ankles. And you have to like work the pedals. I assume that's a stick shift. I would hope. You get a sports car and like make it an automatic. Like why? Don't get those stupid gay little paddle shifters either. Well, maybe they make them well now. Do they do paddle shifters well? No, just get a fucking stick shift. So you're working the pedals with your pants around your ankles. You're an idiot, bro. You're a fucking dumbass.
To leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Did you hear of this black gooner diet? You can't goon in public in Tempe. I know that black wieners can be frightening, but you ain't had to do my mans that way.
Come on, man.
Don't get caught gooning outside, or you're bound to take your life.
Nice.
It's a black dude goonicide.
All right.
I hear that he pulled up while stroking.
Oh, man. Man, why would you do
I
that?
hear that he gooned his
Rest in peace, good Lord. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, no. Oh, man. Just, I know his reputation can't get much worse, but, like, think about his kids and stuff like that. They're going to be like, yeah, didn't your dad blow his brains out because he pulled his dick out at a barista, like in a drive-thru and stuff, and then the whole world saw it and then started to worship it and call him Goon Lord? Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Yeah. You're never going to get over that. You're never going to get away from that. You're going to be applying for a job in 30 years, and they're going to be like, wait, is your dad the Goon Lord? The Hellcat melanated Goon Lord? He's got a picture in his office that says perseverance under it, and it's just his fucking face like that. And it's a motivational poster then.
final goon. I fear that the video got posted, and his life was ended way too soon. Don't get outside, or you're bound to take your life. It's a black dude goonicide.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be served, on earth as it is in Germany. Deliver us from the Goonicide.
Deliver us from the Goonicide.
When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name! Nautica!
Oh,
Nautica!
it's so cringy.
We goon to experience pleasure, but it's not safe to goon while you drive. Outdoors, they'll post your goon on
Oh,
Twitter.
God.
So it's best to only goon inside. Get
Don't
caught
goon. Don't be a gooner, man. Just don't be a gooner. If you got a goon, go outside, get some sunshine, touch some grass or something like that, and just like cool yourself off. Maybe have a nice cup of mint tea or something like that. Because then you go down this route. And like this wasn't his first coffee that day. He had, let's check out the, she's kind of thick, right? The barista, first time seeing it. I mean, this is like kind of a fun house mirror kind of thing, so maybe it's not like that. It's probably not a reliable, but, we got something.
outside, or you're bound to take your life.
Rhea says, I genuinely never take anything seriously anymore. That's good. That means you're adapting to this fucking clown world we live in now. So good for you.
It's a black dude goonicide.
It better not be a man.
Outside, or you're bound to take your life.
What if this guy shows up in a cameo in GTA 6, dude? I know the modding community is going to do it, right? There's going to be a Bikini Beans, and there's going to be some black dude in a Hellcat with his fucking dick out. And, download mod. Download mod. And there's going to be a police chase. There's going to be a mission-specific type of deal to it. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Maybe not next year. 2028, 2029, that mod's coming out. And, rest in peace, Goonicide.
It's a black dude, Goonicide.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Let's get back to this very serious subject with very serious subject matter.
All too well. Just 3
His pants were completely down around his ankles. His pants and his underwear completely down around his ankles. He was butt cheek on the fucking leather, dude, in Tempe, Arizona. Sticky. That's sticky. Ew. Oh, ew. That car is going to have no resale value.
3 days later, he would drive 27
None.
miles to the nearby town of Goodyear, park in an empty parking lot, turn off the car, take out his gun, and pull the trigger.
Do you think he, this might be in bad taste. Do you think he, like before he did it, one last time? You think he did it one last time? I mean, like, the shame boner must have been painful and throbbing, right? And so he's just like, I just got to do this one last time. All right. Then afterwards, after it's all done, you toss the tissue out the window and then you fucking, or however he did it, you know. I think he did. I think he definitely did. He just had to finish one off, and then he got real sad. You know that post-nut sadness? He got this post-nut sadness real bad, right? Pulling through the drive-thru with his cock out was embarrassing, and it was shameful and all that and shit like that, but he would have been fine if he just had not continued to goon. He was gooning all morning.
Despite the tragic nature of this event,
He
social
definitely
media
did.
still
He
continued
definitely
to
did,
extract
right?
lulls from this situation.
Obviously, yes.
They would deem this a goonicide, and a bunch of young men...
Don't you F this man, Farrell. Don't you F this man, all right? They put him in a little suit. I'm sorry. It's sad. It really is. But it's like, oh, come on, dude. Oh, man. Oh, bro. They put the fucking Hellcat on. They put the Hellcat on the fucking memorial card. Oh my god. I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. I can't do this. This is cartoonish. What the... This reminds me of that Tombstone with that short, thick black lady, and she's all like paper chaser. She's chase that paper, right? Why put the fucking card, the crime scene, on the memorial card? One last goon by. Oh, I see. It's a joke. Okay, it was really funny then.
Holy Candlelight Vigil, which they would call a gooneral. Attendees would jokingly refer to Nautica as their goon lord, holding him in some sort of post-ironic...
Who's joking? Who's joking? Who's joking? They're actually at Candlelight Vigil in front of a fucking picture that says Goon Lord. There is a shrine to the Goon Lord.
Position of respect. In fact,
he's Goondi, not Gandhi. No, he wasn't a god. I
anytime
gotta think of something
Nautica
else.
and his demise were being referred to online, the word
What do you
goon
want on your
was
goon
almost
stone?
always attached somewhere.
Yeah, I would like glue all over it. Just make it look like it's covered in glue. Always.
We don't actually know if Malone had been a gooner or not, which might be surprising for some of you to hear. After all, he was caught pleasuring himself at a drive-thru. How could he not be a gooner? You see, the death of Nautica Malone marked a sort of critical mass adoption of the word gooning.
I paused my gooning sesh to be here. I want that shirt. I love the model who they got to, like, he's like a, okay. I paused. I'd rather be home gooning. My other car is a Hellcat. I'm going to get that fucking bumper sticker. With Nautica's picture. Right. Oh my God. That would be a terrible bumper sticker. My other car is a Hellcat with Nautica's picture. Okay, I can't.
Sort of lighthearted way to refer to the act of masturbation. YouTubers will make videos talking about gooning crimes, and streamers who have been caught gooning on camera.
Oh my God,
what's been
dude.
lost in the sauce here is what the word gooning actually means. You see, gooning does refer to pleasuring oneself, but it's not quite that simple. I'll put it like this. Just simply yanking your chain is kind of like a movie. You have rising action, then a climax, and then it's done. Gooning,
He's explaining gooning to us.
on the other hand, is more like a soap opera. There is no climax, and it never ends. You might be thinking that this sounds like edging, and that's true, but gooning is still much more than that. Gooning is a community, a lifestyle, a sexuality, a drug-like high brought on by...
Arden Shara says, I finished gooning and I got this t-shirt. No, I finished gooning and used this shirt to clean up. And there's like a little stain on it, right? Okay, that's probably too far. That's probably way too far. We got to keep it... We got to keep this a family show, okay? This is a classy institution I'm running here, okay? But that bumper sticker, I would die laughing if I saw that shit in traffic. My other car is a Hellcat. My God.
Flooding your brain with dopamine in the most extreme way possible. It's the final destination of man's relationship with the internet and technology, and it's already had some pretty horrible consequences on many people, not just Nautica Malone. Around this time last year, I made a long video detailing the truly vile story of Viper the Rapper, and in it...
Teresa says if you're gooning, you got demons in your blood. Dude, look. Okay. You shouldn't be a gooner, right? But like if it takes you to the point where you're jerking off in a drive-thru of a coffee shop, you need to reevaluate some shit. You need to like look in the rearview mirror and like look at yourself with your dick in your hand. It's a stick shift, so it's in your left hand, right? And so I don't know what you drive with your teeth. I don't know. But be like, is this what I wanted to be when I grew up? Got this sweet Hellcat, but I'm driving around with my pants around my ankles.
I said that was the most degenerate thing I had ever covered. In some ways...
Christian gave $2. Is that even bell worthy? I'll play your... But, okay, fine. I'll give you the bell, Christian. All right.
What? What have you met? Praise God every day.
Oh, this is going to be a banger, I bet.
Stop jerking off. What? Stop jerking off. Stop. Stop jerking off. Yeah. Stop jerking off. What? Stop jerking off. Please. Stop jerking off. What you doing, man? Read the word of God. Put your hand on that Bible and stop jerking off. Take your hand out your pants. That's a sin. This is not no game. You can't let the devil win. If you like the God, let the Holy Spirit in. If you don't, then this cycle ain't gonna never end. I thought you knew, huh? What? Jesus Christ can see what you do. Jesus died for me and for you. Every word he spoke is the truth. Don't believe me, read the Bible, that's the old and the new.
Who is this guy?
6:18. What is stay away from sexual immorality? That's right. Matthew 5:28, that's adultery. Follow Jesus Christ and you will be set free. Follow Jesus Christ is the only way. Pick up a Bible, pray to God, and put the porn away. He will set you free. Stop jerking off. Stop jerking off. Stop jerking off. Stop. What? Stop jerking off. Yeah. Stop
Whoa.
jerking off.
Okay.
Stop jerking off. Please. Stop
I feel like there's a message to this, but I can't decipher it.
what you doing, man? Read the word of God. Put your hand on that Bible and stop jerking off.
Stop jerking off. Yeah. Stop jerking off. Stop jerking off. Please. Stop jerking off. What you doing, man? With the word of God. Put
Okay.
your hand on that Bible and stop jerking off.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Dan Snout, and he says 33. Let's see if we can hit 33. Are you doing that just to spite Farrell? Because it might work. It might work. If it hits 33, Farrell's going to be mad. She's going to be mad. And it is 25. You're still in the game, Farrell.
That's still true. We're not going to be talking
Farrell says, "You asshat."
about horrible crimes today, but
I wish I could game this. You know, like I could move this ball. Oh, that was not on purpose. All right, sure. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, that's fate. That's fate. Ooh, that was a warning shot. That was a warning shot. I'm sorry. That was a warning shot.
in other sense, we're moving the bar much, much lower. If you've ever wanted to feel disgusted and scared about the state of the world for some reason,
He does look like Harry Potter. A little bit.
you're watching the right video. I won't ramble on too much longer. Let's just get into it. And, oh yeah, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate it if you follow me on Twitter if you use that platform.
Nah.
I'm trying to build a presence there just in case I ever need to get in touch with YouTube support. Just makes me feel better about covering more.
At Sulkopath. If you want to follow this guy, it's at Sulkopath on Twitter. SULKOPATH on Twitter. Follow him. He's really smart.
Risque topics like this one. If you're willing to, it's linked in the description, and I would be eternally grateful for the support. Thank you.
Hey, Cole, it's your old pal Farrell.
You doing a skit?
Hey, I've been thinking about you a lot recently, and I decided to Google your name, and well, I found some concerning stuff. Take a look at that. Isn't that your address?
What?
If you look down there,
Rita says, Goonlord gave me a warning shot before his actual shot. Ayo. 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 Leave the jokes to me. No. Okay. All right.
that's your phone number.
How are they getting this?
These days, it's much easier than you think to just Google somebody and find
Anyways.
It was called Argooned, and it featured a bit of a different take on not safe for work media. For
Feral Pigeon says, Sulkopath is as smart as he is good at singing.
all of history before the creation of this Reddit community, X-rated material was mostly focused on creating some sort of fantasy for the viewer to insert themselves into. From ancient
Fuck you.
Greek pottery art to modern day OnlyFans content, the whole idea behind viewing this sort of thing is to imagine yourself as taking part in the activity that's being depicted in front of you. Argoon managed to break this incredibly long-standing pattern in a strange way. Instead of imagining yourself being intimate with the people on screen, the content on this subreddit would instead focus around the act of viewing pornography itself. Users would edit short clips of adult content with captions that give the viewer instructions.
Is he Jewish? I mean, it's not really, it's not, yeah.
What to do as they're watching the video. They would also sometimes ask users to worship the actress being shown on screen like a god, and most commonly of all, they almost always talk about
God, what are you, Indian? Are you an Indian person who just like can't control their boner, right? What is with those Indians? They're so horny. Don't be like an Indian, okay? Don't be like a Pakistani or whatever that region is called. Don't be like those people. Don't do that. That's weird. Don't be like, don't do that.
melting your brain and reaching something called a goon state.
Reddit is hell, Rhea.
I remember a few minutes ago.
It's not the portal. It's the destination. Reddit is the place, right? People live there. And it turns them into gross little monster people.
When I said the difference between gooning and normal self-pleasure is the fact that gooning doesn't stop. Supposedly, if you do this for enough time, you'll reach something called a goon state, a euphoric, mindless, dopamine rush-aided flow state. This is apparently so powerful, it feels like being on drugs, and it's the ultimate.
It's like goonvana? Is that what it is? Where you just reach a state where you reached a state of horny, or like just mincing, right? Just like in a pure state of nothing but horny. That's all that encompasses your brain is horniness, right? Lustfulness constantly. How do you get anything done?
Goal of
You don't.
gooning for hours on end.
You don't get anything done. right? You just play those horny Japanese video games all day and then go and bounce between porn sites. And that's your day, right? You have some like a cup of noodles every once in a while just to restock your supply, right? Maybe take a zinc supplement, and you're good to go. You just keep going and doing that until your eyes just turn black as coal, right? Like a doll's eyes.
Speaking of illicit substances, they seem to be a common topic in the gooning community, with the sex on drugs subreddit being taken over by gooners looking for mind-altering elixirs to enhance their viewing experiences. The most common suggestions here seem to be cannabis, alkyl nitrates, Viagra, and crystal meth. Redditors on Argoon will write about how these drugs help break their brain and make them stupid, in turn helping them achieve the very sought-after goon state.
Whoa, hold on. This is a state you want to achieve? This isn't just something that happens to you because you've gotten like way too entranced by porno, whatever the proper term is. No, you're actually striving. You're striving to get into this weird euphoria state where you're just constantly horny and you're just shooting ghost loads, right? You're jerking off 9 times a day. Eventually, you're just coming blood. You're just shooting up blood. Your ball bag is like a speed bag. It's all bruised. It's all black and blue because you keep pounding it, dude. And it's like shriveled up. Raisins, man. They're like raisins. And then blood. Constantly. I'm sorry.
In mid-2025, a journalist known as Daniel Collitz wrote a fantastic long-form article about gooning culture for Harper's Magazine, which is really the only serious literature on...
Farrell says, just do drugs then. I think it's gotta be better than constantly tugging your junk. At least you might get things done. You're a girl. You won't even understand, right? You can't like, you can't like slam your clam in the same... I don't know. Is it the same? Probably not. Probably not. I would doubt it's the same. I mean, do you know a lot of chicks that like are just constantly just, flicking the bean, like to the point where their fingers start to get wrinkly, like when you're in the tub too long? Do you know chicks like that? Are there chicks like that? Because there are definitely dudes who do nothing but sit around and watch porn. I know that. I mean, like, they're probably in the chat.
This subject he can find right now. He didn't just investigate these communities, he interviewed a few prominent gooners and ran a survey to quantify some of the finer details surrounding the act of gooning. One of the facts he learned from this survey was how long the average gooner gooned for, which was about 2 to 3 hours daily.
Whoa! That's too much time. 3 hours. So that's the average, right? So a lot of people are doing like 4 hours. So like a part-time gig, you're doing a like you do more, you jerk off more than I do this show. Both of the shows, Daywave 2, and then this one. That's 4 hours total. Imagine just sitting down at your desk, right? With a million monitors. They're all there's the interracial, there's like the Brazilian fart porn, there's some bestiality up here from Mexico that's kind of illegal. Everything is just blasting into your cerebellum, right? And you're just like looking at it. It's like staring into the sun. You just, it's blackness behind the eyes. And then after that, what do you do? What do you do? I guess I'm going to go hang out in the park now. No. You're not going to do that. You're going to go cry in a shower. Or just go to bed, I guess, because you're just exhausted. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Although a few times a month, you're
losing nerve endings, right? Imagine how leathery their cock is. Imagine that. Imagine how thick the skin on their penis has become from constant abuse. It's like, it probably is like thicker than a skateboarder's kneecap. It's like thick, you know, it is thick. It's got the consistency of a cat's tongue. It's all spiky.
A marathon session that could potentially last up to 12 hours. Those marathon sessions are typically done in search of that so-called goon state. When people view adult media in a conventional way, they're always aware that they're replacing the real thing with an artificial substitute. It's by design.
There is some very creative porn out there, though. Like, you know, the Simpsons parody porn, and I don't know. You think of it. What's that called? Rule 34, where if you can think of it, there's a type of porn, and I couldn't even let me try to think of something really out there, like a midget dressed as Babe Ruth banging the cast from A League of Their Own. Somebody check that out. See if they find it. That's going to be kind of hard. But this is Rule 34. I thought of it. So it's got to be out there, right?
Not intended to replace the real thing or be your
I understand that wouldn't be appealing to the vast majority of people. But there are some dark, twisted motherfuckers out there.
end goal of human intimacy. For gooners, though, watching Not Safe for Work
Freeside says, I'm 90% sure that doesn't exist. So I beat it. I beat Rule 34. I did it. And that was just off the top of my head. I wasn't planning that out. I didn't have to think about it for a long time. It is pretty out there. I mean, could you imagine Rosie O'Donnell getting pounded with a wooden baseball bat by a midget? It is like, I just did. It's not leaving my head ever.
media is indeed their end goal. They don't want the real thing. This has some major consequences that greatly shape both the sort of content gooners watch and gooners themselves. For one thing, without empathizing in some way with the performers on screen, the gooner is instead reduced to always being an outside observer.
No, you guys verify. I'm not going to verify that. I'm not going to spend at least half an hour looking for that very specific pornography. But it could exist. I mean, with AI and stuff right now, I just gave you a prompt. And AI would be like, yeah, I can make that happen for you, but I'm also contacting the FBI. Good.
This without fail always seems to invite humiliation as a component in gooning content. The captions very often mock the viewer, calling them a beta male or a sissy, asking them to burn all their money on OnlyFans subscriptions, and telling them they're not allowed to stop gooning. Second major implication of becoming a gooner and having your
I hate your gay little sweater. I hate your gay aesthetic. It's a punchable face, isn't it? That's a good punchable face.
end goal of human intimacy be watching visual content, as they just sort of tap out of the
How much porn do we really need? I don't know. 6,700,050 pages. I don't know. Go and look, right? If you just go to Pornhub and look how many pages of porn, not even specific videos, like pages, like there's probably 1 trillion hours of porn that have been produced. And that's not even, I'm not being like hyperbolic or anything like that. There's probably roughly 1 trillion hours of porn out there somewhere.
dating pool and become voluntarily
Now
celibate.
it gets real sticky about what you consider porn, because there's like weird, like My Little Pony has sex with the Smurfs. Guarantee you that's out there. I guarantee you that's out there.
The gooner doesn't seek a partner.
Guarantee
They
it.
only seek adult media. As such, many gooners don't even identify as homo or heterosexual. They instead describe themselves as pornosexual, meaning they're only attracted to not safe for work content and not real people in any way. Now, I'm sure I don't have to convince you that this is impossible, and that to be attracted to smut, you by design have to also be attracted to real people, but in any event, being quote-unquote
No,
pornosexual...
No, you don't have to be attracted to real people. Because porn stars, these people, they're super touched up. And now in this era, we have AI that make women that never existed, never really will exist. And they look good, right? they're not real people. That's not a real person. Real people have like imperfections and stuff, and like little things about them that not everyone would find gratifying. But on the same note, you can make AI porn of like amputees and stuff. I know there's real porn of amputees. Let's not go down that road. But like maybe you have a specific amputation that you're really into, like only her pinky toe. Only her pinky toe is missing. You find pinky toes disgusting. You can now feed that into AI. Hey, make me some gross shit, but get rid of them pinky toes. And then AI is just going to be like, oof. It's got to judge us. It's got to judge us, dude. Could you imagine some of the weird shit that people ask? Like Grok. I mean, me. But like, everybody's asking Grok some weird fucking shit and asking for weird pictures of weird stuff. And Grok's like, okay, fine. I'll just burn 7 gallons of water to do that for you. And then that just keeps happening. This guy does it. Guaranteed.
Sexual is very common in the gooning community. Without the possibility of ever having a partner, gooners instead find companionship in the company of other gooners. While viewing adult media in a conventional manner is almost always a solitary and kind of shameful activity, gooning is instead a communal.
Clumsy says, dude, if you watch so much porn and fapping so much, I imagine, it'll ruin your sex life and psychosis. Yeah. Yep. I mean, psychosis is already a big problem with AI. There's this thing called AI psychosis that a lot of people are suffering from. And it comes from like the AI constantly gassing them up, right? There's people who think they've like cracked physics because the AI says, wow, that's a really genius take. I can't believe you thought about that. No one else has probably ever thought of it. And so they think there's some sort of like demigod that has like cracked the code to the universe. And they get these delusions of grandeur and stuff. And that's just one pathway to psychosis. There's another pathway where they just become enamored with these fictional girlfriends that they make on like Replica app or Grok or something. Grok and Google and OpenAI are all loosening their adult content filters in 2026. So before you couldn't ask for weird freaky nub porn, but now, or at least very soon, you will be able to do that. You will be able to satiate your most gross, base, instincts, not instincts, but your fetishes with AI. It's a bright future. All I can see is a very bright future. Some guy with like an Oculus on his head, lying in a fucking gutter. He's got a little battery pack, and he's just constantly erect. He looks like shit, right? But he's really rocked up. And that's going to be the new fentanyl crisis.
No one. And gooners will openly discuss their activities with one
Hey,
another,
Grandma's boy.
which has led to the gooning community becoming one of the largest and most expansive not safe for work communities on the internet. Gooning has slowly taken over the culture of online pornography over the years, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still 2019, and we have a lot to get through.
Rhea says apparently there's AI porn for AI is coding. There's AI porn for AI. It's coding. ... It's coding. So you're telling me that there's actually a pornography specific to titillate the AI itself? Is that what you're saying? I don't believe that. Really?
The idea of fetishizing the act of watching adult media was a novel one. It was something that had never been explored before.
Sexy.ai is the
And
AI
gooners would
porn,
be swift
by
to
the way.
expand on this concept.
What? What are you talking about? You cannot possibly believe... You're trying to make me believe that we made a goon bot? We made a goon bot. We designed this superhuman intelligence. And then you were like, hey, let's make it watch tons of porn. But porn it'll like. which is just ones and zeros. Who thought of that? And he needs to be executed immediately. He needs to be put to death in like a paper shredder or something like that. Who would think of something like that? You guys got to be kidding me.
Concept and introduce other novel trends into the newly Christian community of smut. The first of which being Goon Caves. Our Goon Caves was founded only 2 months.
Goon Caves. All right, I bet Goon Caves is gonna be really interesting. I can't call this a goon. I don't goon in here. I don't goon anywhere because gooning's for homos. But like, there's some guitars, there's pictures of my family and shit. It's not exact. There's a sword on the wall. There's a bright light, right, and a camera. So maybe it's really more of like an OnlyFans studio. Join my OnlyFans. Would you guys join my OnlyFans? Nip slips. Just nip slips. Tons of them.
Months after our Goon, and it once again broke a fourth wall. Instead of sharing not safe for work media directly, users here would instead share photos and videos of themselves viewing not safe for work content. You might have heard of a subreddit called R Battle Stations where people share photos of their slick
I like the R Battle Stations. When I did have a Reddit account, they kicked me off years ago, but I did like R Battle Stations. They have some very clean setups. This one's gorgeous. It's a beautiful setup. You should be very proud. I wouldn't do with the tiny keyboard. I like a nice full keyboard, right? It's got the number pad. I don't want to have to like push in a bunch of extra buttons just to have like, I don't like a 3/4 keyboard. I don't know what they're called, but it's a very clean setup and good for you.
high-end gaming computer setups. Our Goon Caves is essentially the CD video store backroom version of this. Users would share with others.
And Pooh says it'll just be this show, but Sulk's not wearing a shirt, so basically Daywave. No, Daywave is a totally different show. Daywave, look, there's a difference between this show and Daywave. Daywave is just, okay, this show, let's start with my show, because we always should start with my show. My show tries to delve into social/political topics. It's kind of social studies, right? I want to bring you certain topics that we can all discuss and like mull over and think about, and I want you guys to learn something. Daywave is pure nonsense. It's pure nonsense from the get-go. It is just, we sit down, we start to riff 10 to 20 minutes before we even go live. And then we just do that until the show ends. It has nothing, I black out on Daywave. I don't know what we're playing. It's some sort of cop video. There's food on the screen. I have no idea what's going on. Every once in a while, I think of a joke or a quip, and I send it out there. Sometimes it gets a good reception. A lot of times it doesn't. All right? There is no thinking involved. This show is for a higher caliber of viewer. I hope you appreciate that.
There's a great lengths they would go to just to watch adult content.
Daywave is my brain on a daily basis. Then you need like Adderall or something. Because that's a disorder.
Emphasis on having multiple screens playing many different films at the same time. Sometimes users would post time lapses showing themselves viewing adult videos for hours on end. Other users would joke about canceling plans so they can stay home and watch not safe for work movies. This post is probably the most well-known thing to come from this subreddit. It shows us the OP's emergency.
Frail says Daywave, ROTC, the Sulk. Nightwave doesn't even catch it? Nightwave? I don't watch Nightwave. I don't watch Daywave.
Kit he created.
Never watch ROTC. I don't watch my show. I watch my show occasionally, sometimes. But then Farrell makes me do karaoke. And I'm all like,
so he can drop everything in Goon no matter where he is. It's complete with a binder of photos, a flashlight, and two
it is on late,
containing 6 terabytes of adult content. This user shows us a monitor overlay he created so he can play Battlefield while simultaneously watching 16 adult movies at the same time.
That's badass.
That's badass. How can you even aim? Aim at what?
Can you even aim? Definitely can't when they walk right in front and have been kicked for being AFK when I'm really into the video.
One thing you'll notice on
So these people are talking about, Jesus Christ, Reddit is a cesspool. Reddit is an absolute cesspool, dude. My brother-in-law is a big Redditor. And like, it shows. It shows, man. It just shows. And it's just like, oh my God. It is a cesspool. The lowest forms of life hang out on Reddit. The absolute bottom of the barrel of human being who thinks they're geniuses. Why do they all think they're geniuses? They all think they're geniuses. You ever go on Reddit? This is a community of high-tier, intelligent individuals. We should be leading Congress and forging the way to the future and shit like that. I'm like, you guys all have your dicks in your hands. In your parents' house. You shut the fuck up. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. How do you have so little self-awareness? How do you have so little self-awareness? Really? Like, a lot of things make me angry. A lot of things piss me off. I'm sure you've seen by watching this show. But a complete and utter lack of self-awareness just boils my blood. It absolutely just turns, I can't. When you think you're like the king of the world, but you fucking drive a Nissan Altima and you live in your fucking parents' house and like your room is constantly fucking filthy and you have a little anime doll that's soaked in cum. And then you have the audacity to go on the internet and say how much better you are and smarter than you are than the rest of society. There are subreddits out there like antinatalism and fucking our picks, for God's sakes, our question. They're all just cesspools of the worst people, of the absolute worst people. If Reddit is not like some sort of MK Ultra program, I don't know what to think. It has to be. It just has to be. Because I don't want to think that little of human beings. I understand how you would be like, but John, human beings are scum. I get that. I don't want to think like that. It makes me sad. Okay? But you go through Reddit and it's going to bum you out.
our Goon cases,
it will bum you out, man.
Many posts here seem to be showing off the Gooner much more than the adult.
Yeah, you're right,
he's
Rhea.
enjoying.
You're right. It is. It's a portal.
Commenters seem to compliment the physical features of the Gooner more than the performers in the films they're watching. This brings a sort of homoerotic angle into the mix, and believe me, it's way more prevalent than you might think.
Really, Reddit has a homoerotic angle? No way. No way.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still 2019, and I guess that's starting now, eh?
No way.
The social isolation caused by the pandemic seemed to supercharge the Gooning community, growing its ranks by hundreds of thousands. While people were posting eerie pictures of normally busy
ranks of the Gooning community. So one literal jerk off outranks another jerk off? No, you are all at the bottom.
busy streets that had suddenly become deserted and free of people, Gooners were also posting photos showing where some of those people had gone and what they...
Reddit was astroturfed by the CIA. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Like, okay, fine. It's a CIA front, or at least heavily influenced by a CIA, Mossad, shit like that, or the Chinese intelligence, whatever they're called. Actually, nobody knows what they're called. Is that better? Is it? because like so many people participate and are like part of the. I've met these people in real life, and they are just as bad as you would expect. Does it make it better? That's a really good question, Arden. That's a very good question.
Without being able to see others in person for an extended period of time, it makes sense how some might turn.
No, John, we got to see who comes more. So what? You have. Yeah. So it's like 2 fingers of scotch, right? You're you're a 2-finger general.
Turn to this strange community for some perverse idea of.
First of all, it's mainly blood anyway, right? If you're enlisting, if you're re-upping into this organization, you're coming mainly blood. Boot camp is where they literally stomp on your nuts with boots.
Comfort. But as the pandemic wound
Jesus.
down, gooning didn't. It only grew larger. And with social distancing being done away with and people now able to see each other again, the communal aspect of gooning would take on a new meaning.
I mean, your cock's so rough, it's like one of those sharpening belts at the barber's office, right? Where they fucking do the razor blade thing. That's your cock. That's how much you beat it, right? That's how rough it is. Especially if you're like an Amazon driver, or you're probably not a carpenter. You can't lift things. Well, you're probably not an Amazon. You probably don't have a job. So maybe your hands are nice and smooth. But still, that cock be rough.
In 2022, a new gooning-related subreddit would hit the internet. This one was called Goon Buds, and it's exactly what you think it is. Gooners would post on this sub seeking other gooners to goon with, typically ranging from activities such as DMing one another on Reddit, to having a video call, to actually meeting up in person. Well,
No! Do not meet up in person. Oh my God. Like, where? That's how you get murdered. That's how you meet a serial killer and they murder your ass and then wear your skin around while they tuck their penis between their legs and go like, ooh. Dude, like put your face. No. Don't meet these people. Don't do that.
You might expect the virtual options to be the most common. If you actually look.
Gooning. Gooning. No. Rhea, the show is about gooning. Gooning will be said by everyone here a lot. You guys even make goon towers or end towers. You guys can't help yourself from the end towers.
Look in a Goon Buds meetup thread, you'll mostly find men seeking other men to hang out with in person. In Daniel Collitz's survey.
Wait. Okay. Let me get this straight. You're a gooning aficionado, right? A goon sommelier. You meet up with fellow gooners at the goon meetup, at a goonerol, at a I don't know, some sort of gooning event. You meet these people, you meet them, and then you go hang out and then watch porn together? That is gay. Why would you do that? Why would you do? You're going to sit in the same room when some guy pound, and you're going to be next to him as like a bonding exercise? Is that what's going on? Is that why? Oh. Damn it!
70% of respondents said that they participate in some sort of group activities with other male gooners. You might be noticing the gay undertones to this whole thing, but believe it or not, most people who participate in these so-called group activities with other men identify as straight. One gooner that Collitt's interview claimed to find gay adult media quote-unquote disgusting, while at the same time seemingly only ever involving other men in his own intimate affairs. The whole Goonbud thing is a very interesting psychological aspect of gooning culture.
Goonbud. You're my goon bud. We're goon bros. We hang out. We go back to back sometimes. So we don't have to goon in the mud. Goon with our heads in the mud. It's like Forrest Gump. You know, he's got his black buddy and stuff like that. They're in the thick of it, in the bush, right? And they they go back to back, so they don't have to goon with their heads in the mud. You get the reference.
Culture. If you try to analyze the different patterns in
Ew.
goon captions, you'll notice that the only other human that ever gets alluded to in the viewer's fantasy is the Goonbud.
Alright, Farrell. Alright, Farrell. Let's see what you got. She wants 33. Let's see if we got it. Let's see if we can get this 33. If we get it, I will goon in front of everybody. I said that at the last minute. I was all like, how am I going to get out of this one? 13. Sorry. You guys got lucky, honestly.
Sometimes the caption will portray this Goonbud visually as the female performer in the video clip, even though they by all means are referring to another man. In 2024, the Goonbud subreddit would be banned for being unmoderated, along with countless other not safe for work subreddits. In fact, a lot of gooning subreddits have been banned over the years, not just for being unmoderated. Around the same time, our Gooncades would also be deleted, with Reddit stating that the sub had violated the site's rules surrounding non-consensual intimate media, meaning something pretty horrible must have been posted there.
Non-consensual. Okay, so that's like revenge porn and stuff, right? So I don't think it's like a direct revenge porn where like these guys have girlfriends and they break up and then they post their nudes all over the place. It's probably secondhand nudes. These guys don't have girlfriends. Hey, Shimo.
The website 404 News would manage to get a hold of one of the Gooncade moderators to ask for some clarification about what happened, but the mod said that they didn't know specifically what the catalyst for the ban was. Just that, quote,
"Unfortunately, there are a minority who have to ruin it for everyone by posting something questionable or illegal.
It's always the minorities."
At an unspecified point in time, mostly because this flew under the radar and isn't really documented anywhere, the Goon caption subreddit would also be banned. This was the factory for all those Goon captions we've been talking about. The reason stated here was that the community had violated Reddit's rules.
Dan Snot says, I played roulette last time I was in Vegas for the first time. I bet on Black One. Dan, is that a reference to the... Didn't you bang a black hooker? Is that what you're saying? Are you referencing that? You banged a black hooker and you won? What did you win? Did you win gonorrhea?
Against suggestive content involving minors. We'll return to...
All right. Farrell says 11. And I guess that's at the behest of Grandma's Boy. Let's see if Grandma's Boy's got some luck. Is it 11? Can it be 11? Nah, 17. 17. You can guess the color, but it's going to be $50. I'm not doing the $20 anymore. It's got to be 50. I'm not. But do fives. Do fives. You're way less likely with a 5. So, what happened to my goon? My goon squad.
To that theme in a little bit. As 20...
Oh, you were approached by the black hooker. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember the story. And then she wanted too much money and you're like, no. Okay. You can see how I got confused.
24 rolled into 2025. More gooning subreddits would continue to be banned.
Black
Herpes. The long-standing survivor being the main gooned subreddit, which currently has more than 2 million followers. You might just...
Wow, that's sad, dude. That's sad. That's fucking depressing.
Assume that all these communities being banned and not being replaced with any sort of substitute might mean that gooners were...
I get it. The 5s are more fun. The 5s are more fun. I get it. I get it.
Rejecting some of the more questionable aspects of their community. Right?
You won $300. That's
they
cool.
They just moved off of Reddit. And guess where they ended up? The internet's favorite private place for degeneracy.
Reddit. Okay, Discord too.
Discord. In the last few years, gooning-related Discord servers have exploded in popularity.
You've been invited to join Goonverse. Almost 64,000 members.
Some of them garnering north of 60,000 members. The communal aspect of gooning may have started on Reddit, but it was supercharged by the collaborative nature of Discord. Once again, fresh new takes on the idea of gooning will be introduced in these servers, like goon battles. The idea is simple. You pick an opponent and you start DMing each other not safe for work material. The goal is to send the other man media that matches his taste, and the first dude to finish loses. If
I'm gonna need a minute. Burn them all. Burn them all. A goon battle? Wait, so how do you, so is it just like an honor bet? Because one guy was like, yeah, that was too hot for me. I had to nut it all over my keyboard again. This is horrible. This is so terrible. This is so fucking terrible. Does anybody want to be in a goon battle with me? Does anyone want to be my goon opponent?
if you lose,
a little goon rivalry. Jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. I hate the world. The internet is, oh my God. Jess, can I have another drink? Can you bring me another drink, please? Because Grandma's boy says, I'll destroy you, Sulk. Oh my God damn it!
You'll have to submit to the winning fella and admit in the humiliation channel that you were in fact an inferior gooner. Believe it or not, it gets even worse. We haven't talked about the stream rooms yet. If you've ever used Omegle,
no, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Okay, I do not do that. Do not send me any of your filth.
Before it bit the dust, you probably had the same experience that everyone else has.
Thank you.
You hit reset expecting someone new to pop up on your screen, but instead, you get a view of a man yanking his chain. I always wonder what was going through the heads of the men doing that stuff. My theory was that they were waiting to be matched with another man grabbing the hot dog, and together they would just kind of poach their eggs with one another.
Honey, I'm gonna be a goon knight. I'm gonna be a goon knight, a goonerai, if you were, yeah, some sort of a goon warrior. I could be a goon warlock and use magic. Com shot. If I'm like LARPing it, right? No, I can really cum shot people, but they'd have to be close, like elevator distance. Like if we're in the elevator, I'm gonna get you. Watch out, I'm gonna get you.
Well, that's basically what's happening.
No glasses. Gotta take those glasses off. We play like men.
Happening in these stream rooms on these Gooner Discord servers. Someone will share their screens and play not safe for work content, while everybody else just kind of points their camera downwards to show how much they're enjoying it. Daniel Collins mentions in his
Ew! This is the gayest shit. Dude, we did a documentary on gay meth dealers in New York that would roll around on rollerblades dealing meth and get pounded in the ass by other guys. That documentary was less gay than this one. Because they know they were doing gay stuff. They know they were homosexuals. They were like, yeah, I got the monkeypox. It's all up in my blood. These guys are like, hey, bro, I bet I can make you come first. How is that not gay? How is that not gay? When you go, hey, buddy, I bet I can make you come. I bet you can't.
This article that one problem these servers typically have to contend with are gooners who describe themselves as no limits, which is exactly what it sounds like. This is a subset of gooners who have no limits on the content they consume, no matter how depraved, immoral, or evil it is.
Grandma's boy says it's not gay unless your balls touch. No, look. Saying to another man, I bet I can make you come. Or at least come first, right? how is that not gay? How is you initiating a thing where like, bro, I'm going to make you come so hard? How is that not gay? How is that not completely gay? It doesn't matter if your balls are smacking together or not. It's just like, there's a direct, that's gay. That is some gay ass shit. That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. Just because you add the term battle, and it doesn't mean it's less gay. It's more gay.
If you're combining illicit substances with the mindless, brain damage nature of an activity like gooning that both encourages and rewards depravity, it makes sense how it might lead to some truly awful places. I've done a lot of reading in the last little while about gooning culture, and one thing I've never seen properly investigated is the origins of this. How did something as absurd and perverse as gooning even come to be in...
Rhea says, I think my brain shut down. Well, welcome to the goon state. You've reached it. Goonvana. You've officially crossed into, you took the red pill into the gooner world, right? All those blue pill fucking prudes over there are out there having families and like jobs and like careers and stuff and like going and playing baseball. You're in your goon cavern, right? In one of those chairs that leans way back. You got your fucking board. And you're like, oh my, you're drooling, right? And then your shipment of Jergens comes, and the guy has to use a fucking dolly to wheel it up onto your fucking, and you're like, great. And you just dive into it. Right? Yes, I would like the Diddy size, please.
With the internet, but
gross.
That's a very small part of a much larger story that always seems to be looked over. And understanding the origins of gooning will help you understand the mind of the average gooner. And it's a lot more depressing than you might expect. Whenever there's an onset of any new kind of media, adult content always seems to be a key part of it. Whether it's photos, movies, or cable TV, not safe for work material always seems to sit alongside the more traditional and family-friendly versions of these new blossoming art forms. The same can be said for online video streaming. As soon as YouTube began to show the slightest hint of success, not safe for work YouTube clones would start popping up like The Hub or RedTube. These sites did the exact same thing as YouTube. They presented the user with a homepage filled with short clips to choose from. This was a massive change from how people used to view adult material. You didn't have to go into a physical store anymore to buy.
And now you get like the amateur stuff, right? Where it's just like you just strap a camera to your forehead and then you go to town and then you become a millionaire. It's happened, man. It's happened.
A DVD or a VHS. You could just turn your computer on and enter a website into the address bar. Access to adult media would only get easier as time went on. Soon, everybody had smartphones in their pockets, and you could browse adult videos whenever and wherever you wanted. In about 50 years,
And there are people who do this shit on the bus, in class, at the PTA meeting, the HOA meeting, whatever meetings you happen to be going to. I keep it on a loop. I could just keep it on a loop. It's my ringtone. It's just loud moans, right? I'd be like, oh, your mom's calling me. Just to be a dick about it.
We went from having to go into a seedy XXX movie theater in a bad part of town like Pee Wee Herman to being able to view adult media by merely taking your phone out of your pocket. Do you think it's possible this might not be the best thing for our mental health? Some Redditors certainly thought so. In 2011, the NoFap subreddit would be created, starting the internet's first backlash against adult media. While historically, self-pleasure and not safe for work content has always been frowned.
You can't hold hands with God when you're masturbating. You got two hands, though. I'm not saying you're wrong, it's just like I'm saying you got two hands.
Upon for moral or religious reasons, NoFap instead...
Unless you jerk off with both hands. Which I'm like... No, you don't. Come on, shut up.
Supposedly base their beliefs on science. The NoFap movement alleges that while self-pleasure in moderation can be a healthy activity, the overuse of adult media can result in an addiction that can alter your mind. Porn addiction can supposedly lead to side effects like erectile dysfunction, decreased libido, fatigue.
Homosexuality. I bet you anything. I bet they're not going to list it. It's not in the DSM-5, but I guarantee you, I bet you anything.
And even brain fog.
Have you ever heard those like rappers say, yeah, well, I just had so much. you know, of every kind of sex you've ever had that just, you know, dudes started slipping in there and, you know. That's how Diddy got into the situation. But all rappers might be gay. Like, legit, though. That might be the case.
These symptoms are due to the fact that not safe for work content supposedly hijacks your brain's reward system and overloads it with dopamine, and going nofap is supposed to reset this system. That's based on pseudoscience and has never actually been proven anywhere, but it didn't matter. The ideas of nofap struck a chord with a generation that had grown up watching adult media from way too young an age, and the concept of it possibly being bad led many people to try abstaining from it for a while, which I don't really think is a bad thing, even if the reasoning is based on faulty data.
Is it faulty data? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you a big porn advocate? I mean, like, is it really? I don't think it's just like, oh my God, dude. Do you need to? Do you need to really dedicate? Oh my God, dude. I lose faith in people, man.
NoFap challenge was simple. Stop all viewing of not safe for work content and self-pleasuring for 90 days. This is supposedly enough time for your brain to rewire itself. Through this reset period, you may apparently gain superpowers. Women will finally notice you. You'll act.
No, no, they won't. No, they won't. I'm not. Look, it's not. The gooning definitely is not helping, but like, don't pretend like chicks are gonna like look at you if you don't like jerk off and stuff. Although I don't know, maybe. Somebody, can you guys weigh in on this? Does that sound accurate to you? Does that sound accurate? Farrell with a $5. She's got a link. Does that sound accurate? Like you stop jerking off, all of a sudden you start getting mad laid? Or like chicks start walking up to you and be like, hey, notice your balls are looking a little full though. Can I help you with that? Is that the case? No, that is not the case. There's no way. Really though? I have to think. It could be. I mean, if you're drained of it, right? If you're constantly just smashing it out, right? You're not going to have interest to talk to women because there's really no reason to talk to women besides that. They don't have good opinions. They're not funny or anything like that. So maybe in that sense... Right over here. All right, the last one we're shaking it out. I like that one. All right, Farrell, 36. Let's see. Hopefully it's 33 this time. It's going to be 33 this time. Oh, you know, when it gets later on in the show, and I've done a lot of roles like this, I start to get like anxiety over the wheel because I know it's got to hit eventually. And like, I don't like doing those songs. I don't, because like then I have to watch them back and then it's just like, oh. And then you guys say I'm a bad singer. And then like, that hurts my feelings. So...
more confident and manly. You'll stop being a beta male and finally grow into the alpha you were always destined to be.
Too much jerking. I said 36. I know you said 36. I understand. I wanted it to be 33 to hurt your feelings.
I think this was the alert for a lot of people who joined NoFap. The idea that this one simple thing could be the root of all your problems.
See? Because wouldn't you be angry if it was 33? And the one time you pick 30, you just stay with 33. Just stick with 33. All right? Because at this point, if you guess something else and it lands on 33, you're going to be mad. You're just getting me mad. Stick with 33. That's what you should do. You should stick with 33. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but like, I think it's just a good idea because you're going to be angry.
I'm sure there were quite a few people who joined this movement that had an actual addiction to pornography, but judging on the posts you see on this subreddit, most people are just in search of the superpowers. Turns out that abstaining from all sexual activity for 90 days is actually a bit of a challenge, and most people who attempt it end up quote-unquote relapsing and then failing, having to reset the timer to 0. That's the methodology here. If you mess up and visit the hub even one time, you have failed and will need to start over from scratch. Marginal improvements are not recognized in this space. Some nofabbers will spend years trying to reach the 90 days it takes to supposedly...
Really? Wow. Years. Wow. Wait, so is it not getting... You can't, like, get laid or anything? You just have to completely retain it for 90 days? Completely? What about nocturnal emissions? There, nocturnal emissions. Do those count? I don't know.
Reset their brain and turn them into an alpha wolf. The psychological implications of this cycle of failure and shame are immense, and in my opinion, it is what directly led to the creation of the Gooning community. One thing I haven't mentioned to you yet is the overarching theme of addiction among Gooning content. Many Gooning captions make mention of surrendering to your addiction, and the word relapse is very common. Where else might you have heard that word before? Some formerly no-fap subreddits have been taken over by Gooners, replacing the posts from users trying to quit porn with posts requesting the viewer to give into their addiction and relapse. I believe there's a direct pipeline leading from nofab into Gooning, and it looks
So stay off of Reddit. Stay off of Reddit.
Something like this. We're gonna create a character. Let's name him Joshua. Joshua's a regular guy. He's 20 years old and enjoys watching adult videos on a semi-regular basis. Joshua also has
No-fap challenges are a very beta thing to do. Look, I mean, if you're addicted to smashing your dick, then you're already there. So, like, at least it's a challenge, right? At least it's a challenge. You're already in the beta state, okay? You're watching other people get laid, and then you're fucking cranking your hog to that. You're there. At least a challenge is a challenge. At least you have something to strive for. That's a step in the right direction. Can we all agree on that? Right? We can agree on that, right?
Problems. He's a little awkward when talking to girls and has never had a real relationship. These are very common situations for a 20-year-old man, but...
Why am I asking about nocturnal emission? I'm asking, like, the rules of this no-fap challenge. It's 90 days of not jerking off, right? Is it also 90 days of not getting laid? Is it 90 days of just not having a nut whatsoever? That's why I'm asking.
In Joshua's mind, he considers them to be personal problems nonetheless. Joshua discovers nofap. He learns that maybe his issue is that he's just watching too much adult content. Maybe his lack of success with the ladies is because his brain's reward system is...
No, it's because you're on Reddit, stupid. Look, it's Reddit. It's Reddit's fault. Or is it? Is it because it's a real chicken and the egg kind of thing? Is it Reddit's fault, or is it because you're the type of person who spends a lot of time on Reddit?
It's been hijacked and it's ruining his confidence. Joshua tries out nofap. He makes it for 20 days, but then he sees a scantily clad OnlyFans model advertising her content on his Instagram feed, and it makes him relapse. Joshua notices that when he visited the hub after not engaging in any sexual activity for 3 weeks, the experience was much more intense this time. It felt similar to when he first saw an adult video when he was 12. Joshua gets back on his nofap grind. This time he makes it 46 days, but somebody posted a link to a porn video in a Reddit comment and he acts...
Alright. Farrell with the double ot. Let's see. Double nothing. Double zeros. God damn it. Ah. Well, you won. Fuck, dude. God damn it. Okay. Fuck, man. Alright, fine. Alright, you win.
Accidentally clicked on it. Joshua is suddenly greeted by a screen full of naked women. It's a shocking sight to behold, and the rush it gives him almost feels like having a cigarette for the first time. Joshua gives in and relapses and has to set his nofap counter back to 0. This cycle repeats 6 more times. It's almost a year later now, and
So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, Farrell? What do you think? What's it gonna be?
Joshua's relationship to not safe for work material is completely different now. Anytime he views it, it's always a very intense experience after long periods of abstaining, and the shame it brings him is always immense. But in a strange way, he almost looks forward to relapsing.
That's what you get for talking that cash money shit.
Joshua might not have been addicted.
No. I mean, like, no, I feel like it's bound to happen. When it gets to this stage in the show, it hasn't hit that many times, I'm like, it's coming, man. It's coming.
To porn before, but he has certainly developed a toxic relationship to it now.
How far do we make it?
The mixture of shame and pleasure is confusing.
Let's see.
He started this journey to become better with women in real life, but nowadays he's mostly just trying his hardest to not engage in any sexual...
That was only 5 spins.
activity at all, until something catches his eye on the internet and he decides it's time to relapse.
What nice things would you like John to say about it?
Again. And when that happens, he goes all out. After all, if you're setting the counter to 0, why not get your full of adult media before trying to give it up again? This time when relapsing...
I say nice things about you guys every single night. I love you guys, and I think you guys are handsome and smart and all that. But I can't let you guys get too gassed up, right? I'm looking out for you. I'm your cult daddy, all right? Let daddy love you the way that daddy needs to love you.
Joshua comes across a subreddit called Argoon.
Go ahead and make that a drop.
There, he sees videos with captions mocking him for relapsing, and he immediately finds it appealing. It's like the content here was specifically designed with him in mind. It tells him to not climax and to just keep going, so he does.
Shut up, knob. Shut the fuck up.
And he never really stops. Joshua has become a fully fledged gooner. Goonie culture seems very random and chaotic on the surface, but when you match it up with the nofap community, suddenly everything makes sense. Gooners have just fetishized that mixture of intense pleasure and shame one gets from failing a nofap streak and turned it into a lifestyle. I'm sure many gooners are still actively into nofap, and they just experience periods of prolonged relapses until they head back to their nofap community.
Look. I don't see a problem with the 90 days thing. I think you should have some self-control. As a human being, you just need to have self-control. You can't just... You need to... So, like, I'm not going to say that's a beta thing to do, but, like, needing to do it is kind of beta. You're already in that situation. You're on Reddit, for God's sakes. So yeah, Farrell, what are you gonna do to me?
With their tail between their legs. If you look at Google Trends, you'll notice that gooning started at the peak of nofap's popularity. Then the pandemic happened, which isolated everyone and removed the whole real woman element from the equation for the vast majority of these men.
And then AI came in, and it's probably just gotten worse.
And suddenly, you have a whole internet subculture specifically designed around both being ashamed of and simultaneously worshipping pornography. If you don't believe me, go visit our
What's the deal with worshipping porn? Like, what do they mean by that? Like, what do they mean by that?
Fap yourself and just read a few posts. It feels like the yin to a gooner's yang. That's not a very nice sentence, is it? To test out this theory, I decide to visit...
I want to slap this guy. I just want to just give him a fresh slap across his face so his glasses fly across the room. I don't know why.
A subreddit called Gooner Recovery. It's exactly what it sounds like, a place for people trying to recover from their gooning addictions. I made a post asking if anyone there had tried and failed nofap before turning to gooning, and to my surprise, every user who responded said that they had. I don't think every single person who's into gooning started off by trying nofap, but I do think it's what led to the creation of
into gooning
in the first place, and I think it's directly responsible for creating a large portion of the gooners that exist today in the world. Now, I'm not trying to demonize nofap.
She's trying
I think
to
it's
think.
Probably
Farrell's trying to think. She's trying to think. I would like to get this out of the way because I'm not. There's not going to be a show tomorrow. Not going to be a show tomorrow or Friday. I'm not going to come and get back till Monday. I would like to get this out of the way. I don't want this hanging over my head. Or I don't want to give you like that much time to think about it.
Good idea for anybody who regularly consumes not safe for work content to try taking a break from it. but it's not
He's
going to
like
give
a
you
more
superpowers
kosher
and fix
Caleb
every problem
Hammer.
in your life. And I think the whole idea of relapsing and resetting your
Yeah,
progress to zero
yeah, I
every
can see
time
it. I
is
can
not
see
the
that.
best way to go about it. Especially if you're actually addicted. You should be focusing on your cumulative progress over time and not the odd moments you happen to slip up. We're not talking about hard drugs here. Quitting adult media is more like quitting junk food.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Just because you ate a bowl of ice cream doesn't
Not you guys, this guy. Shut up, this guy. Shut up.
mean you're going to suddenly regain all the weight you lost in the last couple of months. Unless the psychological weight of that slip up is too much and you just give up and start gorging yourself regularly. Okay.
Okay. Farrell's cum calculating right now. Carry the one. This is a weird website. God damn it. That was a blunder. That was a bad damn it.
We've gone over the gooning past. We've gone over the gooning present. Just like Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, the worst thing we're going to talk about today lays ahead in the gooning future. This internet subculture is already a very bleak thing, but there are forces out there trying to isolate people even further, and they are much stronger and more prevalent than you might think. I usually tend to be pretty down-to-earth and optimistic about most things. I always try to give a more reasonable and nuanced take, but
Rhea says, no, I like it when I'm told to shut up. That's fine. I'm not telling you to shut up. I'm telling him to shut up. But people take note of that.
this one's not looking
Take
so
note
good
of
for
that.
us.
Rhea's weird like that.
Remember those gooning
She's
servers
into
on
shit like
Discord?
that.
Some
I
of them
assume
have
you're a
gone
chick.
so large,
I don't
they've
know.
been able to take on sponsorships from companies, which usually seem to fall into one of two categories. The first is manufacturers of flashlights, the second are AI companies. These startups are offering not safe for work chatbots that apparently let you generate an intimate companion that will audibly speak to you, and you can also generate pictures and
No, Renee's. Renee's, you see that? Renee's. Come on. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I'm supposed to have a nice family weekend, okay? Okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh, what's Farrell gonna do? No, let's just fucking tidy it up, all right? Get it over with. We'll start next week fresh. Okay? Okay, Renee's? What is with you?
videos of them without any limits. The AI company sponsoring the Goonverse server is called...
That's not true, but no. Renee's is a chick. Farrell's a chick. There's a couple more chicks in here.
I'm a chick.
Jess is a chick. They're around. That's all I'm saying. These are probably dudes.
Candy.ai. When visiting the site, you're greeted with many different AI-generated women to choose from, but you can also create your own character if you want. Each of these clankers has its own unique backstory,
Clankers.
and I guess the idea here is that you flirt and roleplay with these chatbots. This might potentially seem like a harmless activity on the surface, but if you watch my video about that AI cult I joined, people fall in love and form what they perceive to be real relationships with just regular old ChatGPT, which isn't specifically designed
Rhea
to
says she's got female organs.
act as a personal companion like Candy AI is. Now, one small company offering essentially
Congrats.
a human-free digital adult media experience may not seem like a big deal. But what is about to become a huge problem is the fact that a lot of these so-called frontier AI companies
Renee says Jess is even a hot chick. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Do I not deserve that? Renee's? I know I'm a retard 7, but she is what she retard, is she a better looking retard? Don't tell me she's on the normal scale. I wouldn't be having sex with a normie. You hear that, babe? She's not responding.
are also pivoting to be able to offer their users straight up porn. I'm not kidding. Meta was recently caught torrenting 2,400 adult movies for AI training purposes.
Thank you,
What do you
Couch
think
Turfing,
they might be training
who is a stranger to me. Thank you, Couch Turfing.
their AI to do with adult movies? ChatGPT, the biggest company spearheading the entire AI movement, is also planning to relax their rules and allow the generation of erotica this year. It's not
All right,
just
not
small
you.
companies.
All right.
The biggest voices in this
Not you, Knob. Not you. Shut up, Knob. Shut up.
Industry are about to look to the Goonie community for a new market to explore. Goonies and activity is basically the rejection of real companionship. It's admitting defeat and turning to the internet and other lonely men.
Not you, Knob.
To replace the warmth you might get from having a real partner. It's deranged, but at the very least, Gooners are still connecting with other humans in some way, even if it's twisted. With the onset of AI into this community, that might not be the case for much longer. AI startups would rather Gooners goon with chatbots than with other humans. Imagine a future where men are alone in a room sitting by their computers for hours a day.
Imagine a future. That's a today. That is a today thing. That's a today thing.
To AI generate material and talking to clankers.
Farrell, when this video ends, I don't have anything afterwards. So you better come up with something, or else you just come on, dude. There's 20 minutes left.
A future where men give up on getting a real partner without even...
Ardenshire, shut up. I'm not wearing things. We're not going down that path of make John put a dildo on his head, because I know that's what it's going to end up like. All right. You guys are really negatively affecting my political career aspirations in the future. When I eventually run for office or whatever is going on then. I'll be king.
Even ever really trying. In Daniel Collitz's article, one of the data points he uncovered with his survey was that the median age for so-called pornosexuals in the Gooner community was quite a bit younger than people who still pursue partners in real life. Gooning
for real, set up thinking, asshat.
Has in effect turned a lot of these young men into incels, and mega corporations like Meta and OpenAI are eager to use their deep pockets and immense power to make this.
No, Farrell, you have to help me with my show. I don't want to have to do this whole show myself. Why do you think half the show is me talking to the chat? Because I don't want to think of my own stuff. I don't have that creativity.
Problem even more dire.
All right.
If you want to learn
make
more
you
about
guys
Gooning,
do it.
Go check out Daniel Collitz's article. I'll link
you
it
guys
down
do
below.
it.
He goes over some interesting things that I didn't. If you have a
ludicrous
Gooner
song,
and you want to make a change in your life, go check out the Gooner Recovering subreddit. I'll also link that down below. And last but not least, thank you very much for watching.
No, it can't be a rest of the show thing. It can't be a rest of the show. It has to be short. It has to be it has to be short. No, we'll do a Papa Meat. We can do this one.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat
We can do this one. I know. That didn't last as long.
channel. How you doing? Coming on sundown because today
she's writing a script. So you're not thinking. You're getting writer's block.
we're going to talk about exploiting
about the ladies in the chat.
Immediately
Okay.
canceled, right? Actually,
is it like Lusty? Is it like and she bore her breasts to the Minotaur? Is it like one of those lusty middle-aged women books? Not even middle-aged women. Those women are like in their 50s and 60s. Well, not always. Not always, I guess. Is it a lusty book? It is a lusty romance novella. Simply written and double-spaced.
you know what? Thumbs up this video if you would actually be like, I would like to see that. Most half-decent human beings can find at least a little bit of empathy.
Bhutan says, John, I know you don't want to believe this, but I could get you elected. Not like POTUS, but I could make you state rep or possibly a congressman, depending on what can be proven. What can be proven? What do you mean, what can be proven? All right, hit me up. I'm running. I'll run for Congress. And they're going to dig all this shit up. And they're going to be like, did you say all this? I'll be like, it's a joke. It's a joke. Right? Now that one guy in fucking blackface, what the Canada guy? I forget his name. That's not even going to be a big deal, right? Maybe you can get me elected. We'll talk. You talk to me. We'll talk.
In their heart for the less.
I need to run my campaign, and I do that through my gambling site, which is this. This is my gambling site. So, start gambling.
Fortunate. Usually the scale goes, the older you get, the less empathy you have for that. And the younger you get, the more
Come
empathy
your
you
tits,
have.
John.
I'm right in the middle because I have enough life
All
experience
right.
now where I have met
my breasts are calm. All right, squeeze them together. They're very firm. I can bench a lot.
Homeless people.
I didn't need to say that, but I can.
But I'm like,
they're firm.
There's no saving.
They're not like
A lot of them, I mean,
they're not
they're
fat.
mental issues. It's very
They're all
I would
they're
say
all
almost all of them.
muscly.
But it's just a thing of like, I've had enough
Justin
bad
Trudeau,
experiences
thank
now
you.
to where I'm like, I don't want to fuck with it. When I was younger,
Yeah, Justin Trudeau is going to be like, well, yeah, but look at this Sulk candidate, right? He said some really like overtly racist things on the internet. And I'll be like, yeah, that's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, it wasn't really a joke. I did mean those. I believe those things, but I said it in like a joking manner. Somehow I'd still win.
I was like, how can I help? Like I remember one time there's like a homeless guy on the side of the road. Remember it was like right by McDonald's. We got a McDonald's. And then immediately after that, they took it and they're like, can I just have money? And I did. These burgers. This feeling may encourage you to toss a
No
homeless person a
bukkake.
few
No
bucks,
bukkake.
or maybe
Grandma's
some food
boy?
now and then.
No
Which, you know what?
bukkake.
I still do. I'm still
Limit
just
the
like, dude, I
bukkake.
need- Of course.
Who would be the bukkake recipient, right? Like, all the guys get together. Which one of the chicks? This is a democracy. So which one of the chicks, and my wife is not included. Which one of the chicks would you guys elect? Again, my wife is not included in this election. She can't. She's busy. Which one of the chicks would it be? Renee's? And Renee's, you can't. This is not like, oh, I decline. It doesn't matter. We're choosing. Okay, everyone's saying okay. Shut up, knob.
Of course, even when we were in New York, Nick guy went in, he's like, "Can I get some toilet paper?" Or
Shut
whatever?
the fuck
And,
up.
getting a bunch
Fuck
of
you,
groceries,
knob.
whatever. And then Nick was like, "I thought you just said toilet paper."
He's like, can I get this? And he pulled out like a candy bar.
But you know, I mean,
I'm the star?
Let me just say, we have not even gotten out of
No.
this fucking intro. Help people when they are in need, but also,
I would get stage fright. I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. I know what I don't. This is what I would do. Oh God! That's what I would be doing.
you can't help every single person in the world, right? Does this just look bad? I can't tell if this looks. Is this look bad? Are people going to be like, "Well, you should help everybody"?
No, I mean that's just a fact. You can't help everybody.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess everyone's decided I'm the cookie in this cookie situation.
Like, okay, can I give you an example of a time when I'm like, I can't?
It would be horrible. It would be horrific. God, dude, I don't even understand why that's a thing. Like, are some chicks into that? Because that just seems like that seems terrible. Oh!
Walking, I was in Los Angeles, North Hollywood. Crazy, there's homeless people there, right? It was like off this intersection. I
We're
was in my
circle
car,
jerking on
and it was
John.
hot. I mean, it was very.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? Like, thinking about it, I should have, like, figured this was the direction we were going to be going in. I mean, it is the funniest. It is the funniest, so. I accept my fate.
Very hot out, and I felt bad.
I
And
accept
sat there
my
like,
fate.
Guy sitting in the shade.
Okay.
Guy gets up, pulls out.
I was over here trying to throw Renee's under the bus, and everyone was like, no, we're coming on you, John. I was like, no, wait, no, ah! No, ah! It's not fair.
Pants and shits like
It's not
all
fair.
over the wall. Scratches his bare ass and then pulls
You're
up his
gay.
pants, and he's come up to cars and.
Look, I'm not into it. Let's be very clear. I am not into this situation.
On the window. I don't want to roll without my window. First off, that's a dookie finger. At that point, is that not bioterrorism? At some case, that's the time where I'm. Lock the door.
Bhutan says it's not about spinning, it's about explaining things honestly in a way that cannot be argued or gotcha to embrace your own humanity after a non-robot alternative. What do you do, Bhutan? What do you do? I'm not going to lie to you. At first, I thought you were still talking about the bukkake when you said spinning. And I thought I was going to be on some sort of lazy Susan. as I was like spinning around getting come on by like 50 dudes. I like your comment better. But I'm just saying that's what first popped into my head.
Today, things are a lot different, especially in the age of the internet. Tugging on a person's heartstrings directly correlates to financial success.
I don't know,
Not necessarily
but you
for the
get the
homeless person.
idea.
Since the dawn of YouTube, content creators have made a killing off of exploiting the homeless, whether it's shoving a camera in their face as they make generous donations.
God, I hate the homeless, dude.
You remember those? Dude, I just wanted to
I
give
hate
you
the
$10,000.
homeless.
And it's him just being like,
Spin that. Bhutan, can you spin that? A clip of me being like, God, I fucking hate the homeless.
Seriously, we just changed
Bet you can.
life today.
I mean, that's not spinning. I honestly think that look, your people, I just don't want you around, okay? I just get rid of them.
Whatever. How do we know they don't go back and like, win that fucking money?
I'm going to make this a challenge, Bhutan.
Or it's play money.
Yeah, holler at me, bro.
Dude, don't pass go. Get a jail-free card. Or imitating them.
A Jizzy
on the streets
Susan
for
is pretty
vapid
good.
Social experiments that are often fully scripted. Remember the social experiment craze? Remember back on YouTube back in like 2013, 2014, you couldn't.
Grandma's boy's going to make me one.
Social experiment.
Grandma's boy going to make me one. I'm going to get one. A big. It's just like a rotating. Oh God, it'd be a nightmare.
Experiment.
It was hot.
Oh boy, it was hot. Red hot. Social experiment. Mommy makeout day.
All right. Farrell messaged me on X. All right, let's see. God damn. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right. Let's get this turd off the screen. There we go. All right. That'll make me big. Hi. Okay. Everything's in order. Okay. I did this for Farrell because she won. She gets this. Okay. Hi. My name is John. You may know me from such podcasts like Daywave, Sulkstream, and well, that's it. I'd like to talk about the lovely ladies in my chat. I'm so thankful for them. Their commentary really makes me think. Makes me laugh. All right, take two. Hi, my name is John. You may know me from such podcasts like Daywave, Sulkstream, and well, that's it. I'd like to talk about the lovely ladies in my chat. I'm so thankful for them. Their commentary really makes me think, makes me laugh constantly, and makes me thank God every day to have so many hot, intelligent women listening to my inane ramblings. Thank you, Renee's, Rhea, Thought, Farrell, and especially my super hot wife. I somehow tricked into marrying me and bearing my children. I do not deserve her, and will make her a quesadilla after the show. Also, Knobs, I made us an appointment to get matching butterfly tattoos when I get back from vacation. Love you, my bestie, Knobs, and of course, the ladies. Okay. All right. Was that good enough? Is that okay? Was that good enough? I want you to be satisfied. All right. I'm here to satisfy the ladies. Is that good enough, or do I have to do another read? You let me know. If that's not good enough for you, I will do another read. Ardenshire says I'm using this for something terrible. Is that good enough? All right, I think that was okay. I think do it again, serious. Do it again, Lucas. You're a dude. You're a dude, all right? You're not part of this. I'll give it a third take. I'll give it a third take just so we have lots of B-roll, okay? Hi. Wait. Let me move it a little bit closer cuz I want to be like kind of looking there. See? Now it's a little bit better. Hi, my name is John. You may know me from such podcasts like Daywave, Sulkstream, and well, that's it. I'd like to talk about the lovely ladies in my chat. I'm so thankful for them. Their commentary really makes me think, makes me laugh constantly, and makes me thank God every day to have so many hot, intelligent women listening to my inane ramblings. Thank you, Renee's, Rhea, Thought, Farrell, and especially my super hot wife. I somehow tricked into marrying me and bearing my children. I do not deserve her and will make her a quesadilla after the show. Also, Knobs, I made us an appointment to get matching butterfly tattoos when I get back from vacation. Love you, my bestie Knobs, and of course, the ladies. Okay, I think that was better. That was good. We got it? We got it. Okay, good. All right. Well, that was something. I like how you made me like make her a quesadilla, which I'm probably gonna do anyway. I was gonna do that anyway. She'll get crabby otherwise.
My favorite video.
And it's Mommy Makeout Day.
Mommy Makeout Day.
There you go.
That was a social. I think pretty sure.
There you go. Is everybody satisfied? Good. All right. I'm exhausted.
That was even supposed to be a social experiment. Or is it a prank? There really was no
That's a wrap.
difference between prank and social experiment.
I wanted to know.
Zero
If you
conviction?
wanted to play a quick game.
Zero conviction? What do you mean?
Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live.
Why would you kindly slip someone a $100 bill and treat them like a human when you could just film it and make 10 times the money monetizing it? So just how bad has the homeless exploitation gotten? Today, that's what we're gonna find out. Which,
See,
you know,
like all the girls who like, look, women's opinions usually don't matter, but in this instance, they do. Okay, in this very narrow, specific instance, the women's opinion, only the women's opinions in my chat matters. All right, in any other context, a woman's opinion is garbage, but right now, it actually means something. So, Lucas, it doesn't matter what you say.
this leads us also into
In any other context, I have to be completely clear about this.
I think we've talked about before. At least I put it in cartoons before, which is charity. We have to bleep it, probably.
Charity corn.
Charity corn.
And everyone loves Farrell.
I'm also pretty sure there's some kind of phrase for this. It's
I'm
kind of
glad
like
you're getting love, Farrell. At least, yeah.
Mr. Beast thing where it's giving.
But I'm not getting anything after I said all that under duress, admittedly.
Someone less fortunate a shit ton of money, but in return, you are making a bunch of money off of it, and you're like garnering basically power. You're using your thing to exploit people out of more power, which some people say it's a thing where it's like you're never able to criticize it because in the
Renee says, but Lucas speaks for me, so that kind of counts. Okay, all right, well, I'll accept that. All right, that's fine. I'll accept that.
And you are doing a good thing, which you are. You are doing a good thing.
Lucas says they're retarded and they don't know how to hold you accountable. That's what Renee said. Well, Lucas said it for Renee's, and I agree.
So it's like, if you're doing a good thing and you get rewarded for it, is that bad? I don't know. Yes, I'm being paid for it, but at the end of the day, I did a good deed. Hey, today's video is sponsored by Starch Force PCs. Starch Force has some of the highest quality.
Shut up.
Here's me if I'm working at Pizza Hut. Word? Cool. That's $650. Thank you.
It's always funny too because they're like, 100 pizzas or whatever, and they're like, okay, hold on, and they come out and they're like, we couldn't do 100, but I got 12.
Yeah, well, we got a couple coupons for your buddies. They don't have money; they're homeless.
Yeah, I could have had a. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. Arden
They want to buy it.
Not gonna. No.
At least one they can get one free, like that kind of thing. Josh gained millions of followers for his generosity and earned a good reputation for his work. However, people felt that there was something off about his content. There's just something a bit strange. This all came crashing down one viral video where Josh approached a hot dog.
What color butterfly should we get? I don't know, but yours is going to be suspiciously penis looking. It's going to look a lot like a penis. And it's going to be right around your butthole. Right? And then you're like, so when you fart, it looks like it's flapping. It looks like it's flapping away. It's a very creative tattoo.
Afterman for 30 hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Pick
How
a
many?
single digit and spin? Pick. Do you want me to do it? 5. All right. I'll pick 5. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. Oh, but thank you. You guys didn't like my butterfly?
Just give me a second. The man was visibly annoyed by the camera in his face and clearly didn't want to be a part of it. Although he
We're
was
both
angry
getting
because
one?
the large order
All
wasn't
right,
called
fine.
in ahead of time, he ultimately opted.
All right, but you get it first just to see if it actually works. Because I want to. If it doesn't flap. I mean, you would have to do it with your hands, right? So, like, do the Ace Ventura thing and bend over and, like, talk with your butt and see if that works. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
To make
We'll
20
figure it
hot
out.
dogs so that Josh can hand them out. Josh tried to give the man a large tip, but was still met with frustration. The man simply told him to use the money for the people he was trying to feed. He ends the video by shouting out the business, which led to his followers review bomb.
Rhea, the show's over. Since you need to leave, I'm going to end the show. Because we all go out together. It's like when girls go to the bathroom. We're all leaving together, all right? If Rhea needs to go, we're all going, okay? So thanks for coming, guys. We have to end a little bit early because Rhea has to go clean the kitchen. But since we are all a team and we go together, we're doing that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Wish me safe travels, me and my family, and I will, hit me on X at Sulkopath if you want to, I don't know, call me gay or whatever. I don't care. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Stay strong. Stay great. Thank you for being here. Until I see you on Monday, have a great time. Be good people. Make me proud in every way you can. Drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves because I care about you too. Love you guys. Good night. Bye.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster too. Government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.